We're in Omaha.
We are in Omaha.
We're at the Pop Expo.
Grand old town. We are the Omaha Pop Expo. The OPE.
The OPE.
The OPE, which I think is so perfect for a Midwestern convention.
This stuff is fun. Welcome to Behind the Glass.
Art therapy.
Our mission is to share the creative power of how art
is more than just for looking at. Every brushstroke and friend along the way. Come with us as we go behind the glass.
Welcome to Behind the Glass. We went to the Omaha Pop Expo.
The OPE. Each person that we chose, there was so many people to pick from, but we had to pick a select few because we only had so much time. This also was our first event. We asked everyone in the beginning to introduce themselves, tell us about their business, your name, your business, what do you do, and something that they want to promote.
Tell us about yourself, your name, your address, I'm just kidding.
Your birthday, your password, your first teacher's name, what? Your dog, what?
La 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 la.
Knock knock. Knock knock, who's there?
Knock knock.
Who's there? Your mom.
Your mom.
Ooh.
Is it working?
Hello? Hello?
Let's start here. Let's ask some questions.
Let us arm you. We also do cosplay swords as well.
I did notice the swords. I'm a sword fanatic myself, so I noticed those, and I was kind of hoping to see a Thundercats one personally. But
yeah.
Oh no. Well, awesome. I'm glad you carry it then.
I, first of all, have to point out how extremely cute they were. And every time she would need anything, he was right there helping her. Or like, anytime he didn't know a question, she would. And anytime she didn't know, he would know. And like every time she said something, he would be like, yep, yep, yep. And there was just so much love in their eyes for each other. It was so cute. I had to point that out.
They were a good team, that's for sure.
They had a good little business.
A cute little business, as you would say.
They do a lot of cosplay stuff. They made a bunch of different swords.
There's a lot of D&D represented stuff. The little potion bottle was really cute with the dice inside. That was pretty cute. It looked like it was like targeted for D&D and LARPing, like live action Dungeons and Dragons as well.
Any imaginative cosplay.
Yeah.
For sure. They had a big variety of swords on the back. I wish we got a better shot of that. But maybe next time, maybe at the next convention. So
we have like 3D printed stuff here. We've got, I'm seeing dice.
Yes.
Did you make the dice?
But
the dice no, but we did make the healing potion.
Oh, nice.
I need to be healed. Oh no. It's a great tabletop accessory for games.
That's so much fun.
We do the boards, we decorate the boards.
We made all the tumblers.
I love it.
Right. It's all you.
Local businesses, please come to local businesses and
Yes,
please support
absolutely.
us. That's what I want to promote.
You guys from Omaha?
Omaha, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Right. You're gonna get the butterflies. Wiggle it around.
I figured we would start with something fun.
I feel like I have to pee, but I just pee. I don't know what that is. Is that just nerves?
That's probably just nerves. We're waiting on Kevin. Waiting on Kevin. Kevin.
Don't look at the camera. That's bad juju. I look at the camera all the time. Are we like freaking happy?
I'm staring at the camera. There's one window.
What?
One window.
One window.
One window.
Such a missed opportunity. All right, I hope he's prepared his speech.
I think now that we got the microphones ready, I hope his speech is prepared.
I hope he's been practicing.
I'm not sure if he's been practicing or not.
He's been a little busy.
I see he's been drawing.
Oh, we're back.
Hey, how's it going,
Hate to interrupt the rate of
Nick
flow.
Rivers.
What made you drawn to him?
His table layout was really nice. That's what drew me to his table. The artwork, obviously, it was very colorful and well represented. Yeah, and his technical abilities. It's just fun to see another artist here in Nebraska.
Yeah, he was one of the first ones that we walked up to that was just very open with us. Like, he was working on something that whole time, like hard at work all the time, that Nick Rivers. But he took the time to answer a lot of questions for us, and he went in depth.
He really went into depth on, art therapy for themselves as well. So.
Yeah. Did you? Oh God, hang on, I gotta show you that point. You saw that part, right? When he literally said art therapy.
Mm-hmm. I remember, I remember
Like
that
the
part
first
of
thing.
talking. When I talked to him, it was like one of the first people we talked to, and then he literally was like, "Oh, by the way, art therapy."
And we were like, "Huh? What?" It's meant to be, people.
Mm-hmm.
What a golden opportunity he gave us.
This book
this
itself?
book right
This
here.
book,
This
there
book
we go.
is called Art Attack. It's my art book.
Mm-hmm.
It's available on Amazon.
There we go.
And what it is, it's my art therapy. It's my form of therapy. This book I drew between 2019 to 2023. Some of the drawings had origins even before then, like 2006, 2007. And they're redraws of that, retreads of some old emotions that I've gone through.
You felt like it fit.
Yeah. I found myself where I realized something I always knew, in that I'm three artists wrapped into one. I'm three personalities into one.
Okay.
And my art reflects that within the book. It's divided into three sections. Patchwork is how I feel a lot of the times. It's my anxiety riddledness, where I feel like I'm put together all of these different ideas, and it's a lot of nervous energy, but it's manic energy, and I translate that into this stitched together doll. Mode of Ghost is my dark side. Everyone has a dark side. Everyone has a side that maybe isn't so nice and that has done things that they're not so proud of. I represent that in the book.
But this is the good way to express it.
Right, yeah, just put it on canvas, let that weight off your shoulders, how I say it. And then the last side is the bit more positive, and it's my comic book geeky side, and that is Mode of Robo-Riv. And that is the armor that I put on when I have to do shows like this. Mm-hmm. You got to be upbeat. You got to try to be an inspiration to somebody. With this book and with this project, and finishing it was like another weight lifted off my shoulders, because nice. I can leave the past in the past. I got through that aggression. I got through that depression, and I just keep moving forward.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh my goodness. That is marketing.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Heck yes. We need some of these. Like, for our business, we need these. Pretty nifty. Remember what? Yeah, you gotta stand on the right.
I'm always
Hello,
on the right.
sir. Hi. How are you?
Excellent. How are you?
This is the first time of us meeting. Never spoken to you before.
Yes. This is the first time. We did not come by here earlier and check out all these wonderful goods.
And poke everything and
touch things we're probably not supposed
ask
to touch.
many questions.
For show and tell, and touching is allowed.
Yay!
So Stats, who I thought was Scott's, if I'm being honest, for a minute. All right, well, he was super sweet, and that card that he had, the Pokemon card.
Oh, his business card was amazing.
Yeah, he's got his marketing.
I love when people do that. They turn their business card into an actual playing card.
Something fun. Something that people actually hold on to and not just lose in the washer in their pockets. Business cards, I would say, like we've discussed for our business, how don't waste your money if you're just going to be handing them out to people who are just going to be throwing them away. You got to make them good, that they'll keep them, or find a different way that isn't going to be wasting your time and money.
Yeah, no. You don't want to waste your money.
Because a lot of times nowadays people are Just throwing those things away, forgetting
At
about
least,
them.
at least business cards don't cost what they used to cost.
The QR code seems to be the vibe.
QR code's smart.
Yes, they're everywhere.
By Stotts Glass, my name is Ricky Stotts, and I just use my last name. Honestly, I came up with 100 cool things to call myself, and none of them stuck, so I'm just going with the name I was born with.
There you go. That one stuck the best, huh?
I show up to a lot of different things. I do electronic dance music festivals, raves, after parties till 5 in the morning sometimes, Renaissance fairs. I dress up, I have a cool costume, and I do live demonstrations. This is more of like a pop culture expo.
Is all glass the same, or how do you say which
Good
one's the
question.
best to work with?
So there's a lot of different kinds of glass as a material, and there's actually different forms of glass blowing. So what I do is called lamp working. Torch working would be a more easier to understand term. So I use real fire to melt it with lava in my hands. There's other forms. Cold working is when you're just taking saws or polishing glass, or sandblasting is another thing that I do. You can do stuff in a kiln, but I do the real exciting stuff with the super hot fire at 4,000 degrees with my hands. Right?
Awesome.
4,000 degrees?
Sometimes even a little hotter if we're working at the right optimizations.
I've done smelting, and it got up to 1,400 degrees, and I thought I was going to die. It was so hot.
That explains the little bro tank kind of that you got going on.
So I got to stay conditioned to the heat, staying hydrated, and keeping cool in the studio is actually a pretty big issue. Got to make sure to take care of yourself. Sometimes the studio is like 110 degrees or so. I have a lot of kilns around me that are standing around at 1,000 degrees. The radiant heat coming off the glass, especially these big marbles, is so much incandescent heat. It's like a small little star in front of me, and it's just cooking me. But douse myself with water, throw some ice under the bandana, and just
How much? Have you ever
cool.
singed anything?
Not once. And
Wow.
in fact, I just trimmed it up. I had this huge one going on, but it is starting to get a little hot, and just wanted to keep the good airflow going.
Right.
I actually completely understand. I just shaved my beard also.
Feels good.
Yeah, it was getting really hot outside, and I just couldn't do it any longer. It was probably a little bit longer than yours is now, and I was just like, that was enough for me.
Done.
I'm going back to the mustache, so now I'm growing my mustache out.
Oh,
Long
yeah.
story short,
It'll be back, people. It'll be back.
it will be
I'm
back.
waiting.
I normally don't stop at glass work, but it really caught my eye. Like some of the pieces that you have here are just really intriguing, especially for like as jewelry. It's just in this chest set.
Oh yes, definitely this. This caught my eye straight away.
What's one of your favorite things that you make? What's like when you're in a rut and you don't know what to make, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna make this because I just enjoy this.
Well, when I want to just be simple and relax with things, mushrooms seems to be a theme that I keep coming back to, and you'll see them sprinkled all over.
Oh, yes.
But if you want to ask what my favorite thing is to make, and if I was just going to crush a few hours of just having fun, do what I really want to make, it's the vortex marbles that you see sprinkled around there. So especially the big ones, when they have that spiral going in, and you get that optical illusion where it looks like it just keeps going and going. That optical illusion still gets me, even when I'm working it hot, and when I look inside and I see that little fireball just pulling me in. There's nothing like it. It's mind-blowing to me and everybody who looks at them too.
How long do you spend on like each one of those?
So with that question, I will say that with glass blowing, as you get better, you get faster and faster. So I've been doing glass blowing for 9 years now, in a few months, and we'll point at one. This little
Itty
one
bitty.
right here, that one took me about 45 minutes or so, and that's, like I said, after 9 years of practice to be able to do it that fast, that well. And I think for reference, that's like a $30 or $40 piece or so. Also, if you're wondering about price factors and things like that, there is a lot of overhead. Obviously, glass blowing is a very expensive venture. Expensive big torches, like I was saying, screaming at 4,000 degrees, lots of oxygen, propane, specialty studio to get the job done to make that happen in that short amount of time.
I really respect that you put in this much effort to bring to this show today?
When you say that one of those is 45 minutes, like I'm just adding the numbers up right now.
Well, and that's the thing.
And
like,
each one's different.
And each one's different, you know, and some of them might have taken, 30 minutes, or some of them might have taken an hour and 15 minutes.
There's emotion in each one of these.
I get that,
And a big part of any glass craft too is that anytime I'm trying something new, there's normally a research and development period. So anytime anybody's asking, can you make this, can you make that? Certainly I think pretty much anything's possible to make out of glass. It's only a matter of time to figure out how we can make it. Really.
Yeah. Would you say this, when you're doing this is art therapy?
I feel like I'm doing the right thing every time I'm behind the torch. I feel like that's where I'm supposed to be. And I gotta say, I think there's a little bit of therapy for everyone to do a little bit of creative passion chasing.
He was very informative. He definitely answered every question to a T, and then some. Like I
was gonna say, yeah, he definitely stepped into like we would ask a little question and he would just go on these really long detailed.
He opened a book for you. He said, "Oh, that's a good question. Here's this." And
it was amazing.
I can tell you a story here, and you really felt like you understood after he got done answering your question.
Well, then you could tell that he was so passionate to explain how he does what he does.
He said that that's literally something that he does, is put on what's the word?
Water.
Demonstrations? What do you call them? Live demonstrations, yes, for glass blowing.
Oh,
And he says he does it at parties. That's crazy. Imagine you're
oh, that'd be sweet.
just getting lit at a party, and then some guy brings out a torch and on a fire on a stick, and you're like, what?
What is happening? Don't light my house on fire.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's only
trust
4,000
anybody.
degrees.
You'll be fine. Throw some ice under the bandana. Move on.
A Burning Man would be sweet, though.
Oh, like live demonstrations.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have that. Anyone been to Burning Man? Anyone know?
I have a lot of friends that have been to Burning Man. Yeah.
We need to ask them, friends.
I have a constant chill up my back right now, like I'm gonna fall.
Literally.
Oh, I want to throw up.
We're having so much fun.
Leaning here like this is not something I'm comfortable with.
No.
I look like I'm
I know
very
we look
comfortable, but
very,
I'm
very
not.
cool.
As cool as we look,
I'm shaking. Can you see
I'm
me?
shaking profusely, scared out of my mind.
I can feel my heart going like.
I'm 240 pounds of sheer cells right now.
No. There's a reason I'm short.
You had the option to get taller and you're like,
Yeah, they asked me. I said no.
like, nah, man, that's too high for me.
Do you know what I
Thanks.
said? I said I want to be average, make everything else above average. That's how I spread out my stats. I rolled a D20 on charisma.
Oh God, I look straight now.
Why the would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
You won. You win the prize.
Oh god. All right.
Sneak on in.
I think we can sneak on in now.
I hope we can sneak. If we don't come over the shoulder, then we should be fine.
We are back.
You told us this would happen. It's okay.
I did. I'm done now.
Michael Allen. H. Michael Allen.
This was a very talented artist.
Yes,
Not
that
from
we
Nebraska,
royally
though.
screwed up on. Very talented.
Yeah, like amazing. This person was.
Yeah, they had a really nice setup too.
Well, they were illustrating why they were sitting at their table. They were working on a commission, and I noticed like they really had a good tool set, and the way they were blending their colors was very professional. It was beautiful.
He was intrigued.
The work, is somebody that I would gladly hang their work in my home.
I generally kind of prefer working traditional. I did this Phoenix for my friend's other event. He's the one running this one actually. And I put a lot of work into that, and I think I learned a lot doing that one, so I like it. And then also I did that Lich up there and the little purple dude around the same time a few years ago, and I don't know. I think I learned a lot from those two and had a lot of fun doing them. So
So you like the art that you grow with?
yeah,
You're learning from it?
yeah, and I like the stuff, personal stuff a lot more. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Appreciating layers.
A lot of watercolor because it's like, okay, it's expensive starting out, getting like nice palettes and the good paper, and paper is everything to me. Like, it's like, I care about good paper more than good watercolors, you know?
Really?
Foundation.
Yeah.
I really liked how they stated to use the right tools to get the best outcome. They were very adamant about the paper that they use with the coloring tools that they use to create the outcome that they're looking for. It's important for people to understand that if you're not getting the outcome that you're looking for from the tools that you're using, then maybe you should look into the tools and possibly learning how to use them a little bit.
Yeah, don't let your tools hold you back. Go in for something, you got a plan, go in with the right tools to get the job done.
Yeah, if you want a professional look, you have to use professional tools to a certain degree. There's exceptions to the cases I've seen where people have drawn with sticks, and it's beautiful. I can't.
Yeah.
But there's
With their feet. All right, a little more.
I just want to make things that make people happy, you know? Like, I want to make people smile, and I want to make me happy too. Yeah, connecting with other artists. Like, I really that's one of my favorite things about doing conventions, at least in Artist Alley side, is like getting to talk to other artists and making friends. And I don't know, just talking about, you know, what we do. I'm just really into dark fantasy in general, and high fantasy. I just like fantasy art a lot, and that's what I want to do more of.
You draw this?
Yeah.
Is that you?
No. My mom always says he looks like me.
That's what I thought. I feel like it's your inner person.
He's a character in when I was like 15. And so now he's like just a little comfort character. He's
so sweet. I can feel it.
Do you have a secret talent?
Ooh, straight to the good one.
Like just like completely obscure,
Not even art related.
not even art related. It could be art related. It doesn't have to be though.
You don't have to be prepared to demonstrate.
I'm like blanking.
Yeah, no, you don't really.
Before I was on T, I could do a really good monkey screech. Like it was perfect. I can't do it anymore though. I can't. My voice, like, no sound will come out anymore.
Oh no.
High pitch.
Yeah. I can't do it. I can't do the screech anymore.
I used to do a fireworks sound when I was a kid.
Nice.
Real loud. Neighbors hated it.
You can find my work at teriyaki-weasel.com, and that's all my social medias are the same, Teriyaki Weasel. I guess that's it. I'm just trying to, you know.
That works. That's good. Promote yourself.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Please do.
What are we doing here again? Who are you?
I literally brain farted the whole thing.
I was like, what's a question? Do you have one? And then I just got done telling him, I was like, okay, when you ask a question, you hand it. When I ask a question, you hand it. And then he goes, Kelsey. And I'm like, huh,
And you're like, what?
You know where we are right now?
So we're over here.
Here.
No.
We gotta go that way.
What are you here to promote?
Yep.
And what do you think of the convention?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. You do those two? I'll do a
Yep.
motion.
You're here for-
Deal.
La 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 la.
Okay, start singing opera now.
okay, we're gonna sneak over here because I just had a wild idea to come over here. We did not get chased down at all.
No one let us know that we need to check this out. I heard you are a fantasy sci-fi writer.
Yeah, and horror mystery as well.
Ooh!
Hi, yes. I'm Munyani Wright. I am the author and illustrator of my sci-fi fantasy series, The Music Man.
so sweet. Like you can't help but smile when you hear her talk.
Well, for her being a storyteller is good that she's got such a sweet storytelling voice. Like, you want to listen.
She should narrate her own book. That'd be great.
Yeah. I did look this up. I do have it in my cart. I am actually looking for something to read. So
On Amazon?
Yes.
Snap.
Yes. Just, like, comment, subscribe. Help me save money for my book. Actually, this lovely gal. Sadly, we didn't pick her originally because we only picked, 4 people for the sake of time. And it was still our first time. And
she has so much energy.
Yeah, we were turning to leave to go to our other table, our last one, and we got chased down. This little voice just comes out of nowhere, chasing us down, going, wait.
Super energetic.
Are you guys like asking questions about art? Like, are you doing interviews about art? Like, are you like, what are you guys doing? And we just were like, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what we're doing. So if you guys need to know how to promote your business, just don't give up. Just be very persistent.
Yeah,
like
she does. She had mentioned that she gets tables at like malls and stuff, like different kiosks, and just to set up and sell her book. And she's very passionate, that's for sure. And the time travel story sounds, it's sci-fi time travel. There's something else to it.
Horror mystery.
That's right.
Check it out.
It sounds it sounds very very intriguing.
It sounds like
that someone from Nebraska wrote something like that. I mean, you got to give it a shot.
It's something for everybody in this group, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's hear her out.
It's about a reclusive classical pianist. He meets this runaway teen boy named Jimmy. They find out they share a passion for music, and then they play a song on the man's piano, and it transports them to a parallel dimension.
Oh, snap.
So Doctor Who fans, Stranger Things fans, this is Harry Potter.
A little bit of everything just sprinkled in there.
Yes. Yeah, it has a little bit of paranormal, a lot of mystery. It's a very innovative and inspirational series.
Is this your first book?
It's my first novel, yes.
Go ahead.
No, you get first one.
That was it.
What?
She answered the question.
I guess she did. Just introduce yourself and answer your question.
She literally answered my question.
Wait, no, it's perfect. It's A+. Like
that's more than A+.
Less work for him.
No, that was fantastic. Like, you literally answered the first question I was going to ask. So thank you so much.
In this particular novel, the first one, the teen, him and his mom, like his dad passed away. They don't have a really good relationship. She's kind of like, she seems stressed out. And so he feels neglected, and so that's why he runs away from home. And so then when he meets the music man, they share that bond through music, and then, he looks up to him like a father kind of. And
so more therapy, art therapy, and
Yeah.
a book of art therapy. That's art therapy.
With other art, you see it expressed with colors and shapes, but here you get to like actually write it and put that thought into someone's head and express it exactly how you want to.
Whenever I'm going like through anything that has to deal with like trauma or just things that I, have to express in any format, I write. So I also write poetry. The novel actually starts off as a poem. So I'm a huge superhero fan as well. Like, I love superheroes. And so I continued writing, and I love music. And so it became like he's almost like a superhero in a way. So like the music man, he's a composer, conductor. He plays all types of instruments and whatnot. And so whatever I'm feeling, I just express it and make up characters and stories, display my emotion throughout the stories.
Does it help?
Yeah, it does. It immensely helps express, how I feel and hopefully inspire, right? Because Definitely. I do feel like when we share our stories, it can potentially touch someone, You never know what anyone's going through.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's another thing too, like I am a positive person. Writing, I feel like it helps deliver that and just helps, try to make the world.
That's what we're here for, right?
That's literally what we're here for, is to leave a positive imprint.
Yeah.
We all want, in a way, our legacy. I have mine, you have yours, leaving a positive stamp, and even if it only affects a handful of people or even just one person.
Literally.
As it sounds tacky to say, but even if it affects one person, It's like
When it
I
happens
did
to
something.
you know.
Yeah.
I'll read this one, and then I'll read the next one. This is the first one, though, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are 3 books total, so it's a trilogy.
Okay. So there'll be more to look out for.
So my pen name is Munyani, right? So it's
Right on the front cover.
okay, yeah. There it is, right there. That's me. My pen name, and it's available on Amazon and Audible.
How did you first get started?
When did you first get started? What inspired you to first get started? Who? Where were you? What did it look like? You know, give us the deets.
My craft room is full of supplies. So I'm like, maybe I'll make something and sell it. So,
Absolutely. What'd you guys start with?
really, magnets.
The magnets?
That's what I started with, and then I went to tumblers, and then I started the coasters. My husband was like, no, nobody's gonna buy your stuff. And he's like, oh my gosh, somebody's buying your stuff.
I agree 100%. I did the same thing. It was I tell people all the time, just keep doing it until people pay you to do it. Sooner or later, someone will give you money.
Yeah, and you clearly love to do it, especially with the stock that you have on hand. Same here.
Yep, I usually make for family and friends, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make more.
It's pretty creative.
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of really amazing things here.
I couldn't just do it as a side thing anymore. I've never quit art. It's always been just a compulsion for me. So I knew I had to make it a career as well, because
If you can't turn it off.
right.
as well.
And like I my previous job, I was doing this stuff on my lunch breaks. I was finishing drawings, and I got to the point where it's like, I had to figure out a way to do this more hours of the day than not.
Like trying to find free time to do what you love and being caught in between doing what you're supposed to.
Right.
I understand the struggle. I had to make that choice a long time ago also, whether I wanted to go full time doing what I love or just continue doing it on my breaks.
It is a lifestyle because, it's not a guaranteed paycheck. It is not a given that people are going to even like what you do. You just have to do it regardless, and create your own path, create your own lane, so to speak. It's something that I immensely enjoy doing. I've been drawing since I could remember, since probably first grade. My older brother was my inspiration. He's an artist as well. And seeing what he could do, and then seeing other artists around me and seeing them really be passionate about what they do. It's like, I want that, and anyone can have that.
You just have to put the time and effort into it.
100%.
It all comes from drive. It doesn't come from natural born talents. It's all worked for.
Right. A lot of people say you're so talented. I let it slide. But really what it is I'm skilled. I'm not talented.
Yes.
Talent is 10% of what I do.
It's like a difference between being smart and intelligent.
100%.
You're intelligent is someone that can retain the information. Someone that's smart is someone that has retained the information.
Understand you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm skilled, and my skill definitely has nothing to do with my IQ.
You spoke of your brother.
Yes.
Older brother, did I hear you say?
My older
how much
brother.
older?
He is about 11 or 12 years older than me.
Oh wow, so he was a little bit of a little artist when you first saw his stuff.
Oh, he's still a phenomenal artist. He doesn't draw very much anymore, but his stuff is just on a whole nother level.
Would you say maybe his art, or is there a different sort of art that resonated with you the most when you were a kid?
All kinds of stuff. I grew up in a house full of comic books. My dad is a huge comic book collector from way back. He's collecting books since the 60s, and he held on to those books. So I grew up in a household full of Neil Adams. Frank Cho is a big one for me.
I can see a lot of influence in your work.
Oh yeah, I love Frank Cho's work. I love watching him draw too on YouTube. I would say Joe Madureira is another big one for me. Frank Frazetta, I love his composition. Joe and Andy Kubert.
So a lot of mentors, even if you never got to meet them.
Yeah, I got to meet Neil Adams once before, and that was cool. But to be inspired, all you got to do is you open your eyes and look around you.
Very well said.
That's true.
I looked at Nick Rivers' channel. Love watching him draw now as well. Yes, he draws some pretty amazing stuff. He shows you all the work, and he's got some pretty interesting takes on different things while he's drawing. So very entertaining. Check him out.
I've always had a dream to blow glass. I didn't think it was real until I saw somebody else doing it, and I said, how do I get started? So I talked to another artist who was just set up at an event kind of like this one. It was an art expo, and I said, teach me. He said, no, but he will. And I saw another glass blower who was a teacher. I started renting space and had to start with small stuff. And as soon as they said, you can rent space, you're qualified, I started paying $300 a month to have my own little booth. And it's just been trial by fire ever since.
Perfect.
I love that.
I was
Trial by fire, that's
he
perfect.
got me at the end.
When I first got into glass, I was worried that I was going to be copying or just doing the same things as all the other glass blowers. And in fact, I had a roommate who started glass blowing the same time as me. I was really, really afraid we were going to just be the same guy, but we ended up forking in completely different directions. And then as I started looking out, there's a whole bunch of different forks in the road where the amount of possibilities in creativity is endless. So now I see that in painting, in drawing, in every kind of craft. I see all the opportunities and possibilities. So it's really opened my eyes to other places in the world that do glass in a completely different manner. And I'm trying to just do my best to do my own thing whenever possible.
I would say so. Yeah, I've seen some very creative things I haven't seen anywhere else here. So yes.
I like drawing. I've always done it. And I don't know. It just looked like something fun to do. I guess I've been doing it for a while now.
How long?
My whole life. It's hard to. I don't know. Hard to put a number on that. Yeah.
Except the pen.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But we missed Liani. We were too flustered by her positive, radiant energy that we forgot to ask her how she first got started. But I will mention that she said that she's been writing for as long as she can remember. So that's pretty much it. She's been a writer since the day she was born.
Wham! Pen and paper.
Write that down.
First words, what is your best seller?
And why is that important to share with our fellow artists? To know what to buy from them? Sure. But if you were wanting to pursue, say, an art career, watching these videos and seeing how artists do it, how they make their money.
You can get a lot of inspiration from the artists. You can get some good information and tips and tricks on how to get into the business. You can create a network that allows you to rub elbows, I guess, with the people that you want to hire you. And then that'll only propel your career.
Not step on each other, but lift each other up. What works good for them might work good for you too. So don't reinvent the wheel. Just do your best. Quote that.
Whoa. I would say my coasters would go really
The
well.
coasters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're heavy. I made quite a few for him for work. And he hangs them up on his cubicle.
Oh,
as
perfect.
decoration. Yeah.
Perfect.
I get different crowds and different crowds.
That
get
is true.
different-
Large demographic. That's nice. So it's nice that you hit a large demographic.
Yeah, I try to keep a wide variety for that reason too. You said that there was a lot that caught your eye, and I did that on purpose. I wanted a little bit of something for everyone, as well as the price range too. Some people feel like glass house is always going to be really expensive. I try to make fun stuff that's still worth treasuring at an affordable rate. So I'd like to see the glass go out there and people treasure it.
This is not all your stock?
I have a little bit more at home. I brought out, I think, the good stuff, and it's making me think more. So I constantly need to get to work and produce more and more and more. I'll never be fully stocked ever in a certain way.
There you go.
It really varies on the convention. I tend to do best with prints, but that's also because I'm out of a lot of my other stuff, admittedly. As far as prints go, I don't know. That's hard to say because, again, every convention's completely different. The little Sonic one's been doing well today, and the little square ones, especially the animals and stuff, those tend to do well.
They're cute.
Thank you.
Those are really well done.
Thank you.
Especially your repeating patterns. Those are really cool.
I did this for shirts, actually. They're button-up shirts, but then I was like, I thought they'd be kind of cool as prints.
You said the repeating pattern?
Yeah. These two right here.
Yes. I can see a nice blanket.
Yeah.
What did we think of this convention? Granted, there was a lot more to this convention that we didn't get to see. There was literally dancers that we totally missed out on because we were investigating the art stuff. So we missed all those performances and the cosplay, but we definitely saw a lot of people around that were very amazing, very impressive.
I would say for a small convention, it brought to the table what you would want from a convention. It had vendors, it had cosplay, it had artists, it had a good diversity of creative people, and that's really what you want to see at some kind of pop culture convention or artist convention. So I would say it's a good starter convention. Like if you want to get
This was their first one, right?
I think so. Like if you wanted to get a booth at a convention, this would be a nice starter convention. It's not going to cost a lot, first and foremost. Secondly, you're going to not have to be thrown to the wolves where you have 50 to 100 people standing in front of your table at all times, because there's
It
this
was a very
constant
nice pace.
rotation of masses coming through your area, so you can't really hear who you're talking. Like, this is a good starter convention because you can talk to the people that come to your table and actually
Have meaningful conversations with them.
yeah, and you have the opportunity to network.
And when they're in your area, that's when you want to do the most, because that's the easiest for you to reach out to.
One thing that I recommend, if you can, talk to like one of the directors of the convention. They're usually at the conventions.
Where would you find them?
I don't know, honestly. I found that they usually hang out around the celebrity area, but like
Oh yeah. Duh.
at these smaller conventions, I don't know. But like if you can find a director of the convention and talk to them and say, hey, look, I'm interested in doing more of your conventions or other conventions that you would recommend as well.
You're just one person away from a big step.
Yeah, just networking is so important.
Yeah, and that pretty much is it. I guess if there's anything else that they would like to see from us, if we go to a convention next time, anything that they want us to ask. If you want us to go to a convention, let us know. That would be amazing. We'd love to come see you guys. So yeah, any comments? I just like how we covered some bases of some different types of art. Because writing is definitely different than drawing. They're definitely different, but they both can still be used in the same very expressive ways. So whatever flows most naturally for you, go for it. The rest of this is all just funny bloopers.
Okay.
So
Fart joke.
thanks for coming to the Omaha Pop Expo with us. And
Behind the glass.
See you at the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that bell. Something like that. Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding ding dong. Look at what you did.
I'm loving it. It seems like there's a great energy. Everybody's having fun. There's a lot of people around here, and I can't wait to kind of go do a little bit of shopping myself if I can break away from my booth.
I don't really go many other places where I'll have the opportunity to talk to other artists. So.
There's a lot of opportunity here.
Yeah, exactly,
Everywhere.
exactly.
We've talked to a lot of amazing people already, you included.
Oh, thank you.
You were one of the first ones.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Like, I don't know, like everybody's been super positive and everything's like put together really nice. I'm used to a lot of cons being really disorganized and not taking care of their vendors and stuff. So it's nice to have like, thought put in.
Oh, I love it. So I'm a huge like anime nerd, and like I love like anime and like sci-fi and all of that. So I love it. It's amazing, and I love the cosplay, like all of that. And
You met some good people here?
yeah, awesome people. Yes. And I love it because it's showcasing, artists, just bringing like-minded people together. So I love that. So.
Bringing like-minded people together. I've been saying that for years. Yes.
Oh, hey. Look at you. I'm missing two others.
I'll look for you guys.
Where did you guys go?
Got a little massage.
We both got a massage.
Oh, so they're just chilling.
Yeah, we're getting massages here.
Like you guys are working.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting
Look at the map. Interact with the map.
I'm looking at the
What's
map.
the map do? What's it telling you?
It's telling me we need to go this way.
That way?
Oh, let's go that way.
Waiting on Kevin.
Waiting. Can you hear me now,
Waiting.
Kevin?
Thank you for your time. Seriously, so much.
Everyone we've spoken to.
Yeah, everyone we've spoken to
picked
so
good
far is.
people. And it's not just the glass that brought us over here. It's got to be personality too. So
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's one thing to be able to have nice products. It's another thing to be able to sell it. And not to mention having someone that's personable. It's nice to be able to have this conversation with and converse about this convention.
and learn about the art.
Well, I love your work, and from what I've seen, it caught my eye, and I definitely want to stop over and have you give us a little bit of who you are.
Thank you so much. I
Well,
appreciate
yeah, of
it.
course.
I've been writing all my life, and I love stories. I love storytelling. So.
Well, you're a good storyteller, I can tell.
Thank you so much.
All right. Do we want to maybe get a shot around of some of the stuff we got, if that's okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
We're
that's
definitely
fine.
be promoting you here.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I'll take the notes.
I'm about to
You did good. Yeah.
What you had mentioned about when you meet your mentors, if you want, check out our YouTube channel.
We have some special guests that
You're so nice with it.
personal for him.
I love it.
Double tap.
Nobody knows I have this channel on there.
We get your secret channel too. Sweet.
My more popular one.
No, I love
Hang on,
it.
I got to do it on mine and the behind the glass now for his.
Yes, well, we have to give back.
Teamwork, man.
That's teamwork.
Especially in the art community.
Behind the glass. Yep. Nate Hamill.
Nate.
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Nate. Nice to meet you, Kelsey.
Yeah. You'll see us interviewing different artists on the channel.